We've got a masked man on the card. And as always, they come in mysterious conditions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be one fall. Introducing in this corner, 248 pounds from Las Vegas, Playboy Buddy Rose. His opponent in this corner, the mysterious mask.
He took it off, and it's Red Bastein. He took it off before the match even started. It is Red Bastein. He somehow flew up late this afternoon. Don Owen,
You signed for this match, and you're going to go through it. No matter who, you agreed to wrestle anybody. And
this is not a hair match. This is not a hair match.
You agreed to wrestle him tonight, so let's get at it.
Rose threatening promoter Don Owen. Owen ordering him. He said, you agreed to meet him. Red Bastein. And now promoter Don Owen is telling Rip Rogers he has to leave the floor. He has to go to the dressing room. Red Bastein working on Buddy Rose. Ooh, I hope you can't read lips in this one. Red Bastein, one of the greats, the big redhead, who is after Rose for what he did to Pardee in that hair match. And he is trying to force Rose's hand. And I tell you, he pulled a slicky on this one. Don Owen talked to him this afternoon, long distance. And around 8 o'clock tonight, fellow walked in the door and back to the dressing room in a mask. Before this match even started, he tore off the mask, and it is Red Bastein. Rose is a chicken, a rather disorganized cry coming up from the crowd. Side headlock, Bastein. And he is grinding down on that headlock. Bastein, holder of many records, many titles. Side headlock, Bastein grinding down. Rose reaching out and grabbing Sandy Barr's shirt. Barr finally kicks him in the ribs, and he wouldn't let go. It's the command. Bastein grinding down on that headlock as Rose tries to throw him off it. Bastein working a side headlock, now climbs the golden ladder. Up the steps in the corner and brings him off with a rolling hip throw. Bastein with Rose down on the mat. God giving referee Sandy Barr some help. Bastein continuing with the headlock, well applied on Buddy Rose. Down on the mat. Bastein challenging for a hair match. Caught in a head scissors, but escapes it and immediately puts Rose back in that side headlock. Down on the mat. Now Red Bastein, and I tell you, what a mover. Right now he is working on Awakening, but if they get flying around that ring, he can do it with the best of them. The nickname Red Bastein comes from that shocker red hair that he has, so that is very, very highly prized by Red. He would not put it on the line in a hair match easily, I'll tell you that. Back and forth they go. And catches him with a clothesline. Covers him with a body press. 1, 2. Almost. Not quite. And there are the Bonham kids watching the action. Daughter Kelly on the left. Kurt on the right. Back to the action in the ring. Red Bastein working on Rose. Those are my kids that we just showed you. Glad to have them with me tonight. Taking in the wrestling. Hope you'll do the same very soon. 8725 North Chautauqua.
5 minutes gone.
Every night is Super Bowl night at professional wrestling, it seems. Like Tuesday night, Ventura in here, full house tonight, near capacity crowd, and surprise of surprises. First masked wrestler we've had in a long time, again going up the ladder, climbing those ropes in the corner, and then coming on with a rolling hip throw. Red Bastein. Things like this. A masked man on the card. Rose agrees to meet him. No problem. At the introductions, off comes the mask, and it is Bastein himself. Use of the trunks by Rose. Crowd trying to alert Sandy Barr, and he catches him, rolls it back. Red Bastein has that headlock. Use of the trunks again, and outside the ring. Rose makes it outside the ring, but he's pulled back in. Bastein pulls him all the way back in. Count of 2, and the hand was on the way down for the 3rd count. Rose forcing Bastein to his feet. Less leverage standing than down on the mat. That's why you try to get to your feet. A lot more moves you can make. To the ropes, he's over the top ropes. But he is pulled back in by Bastein. Rose made it over the top rope out on the apron. Bastein resets that hold. He's working with a side headlock. And I'll tell you, the bells are ringing for Buddy Rose right now. It's also where the cauliflower ears come from. Up the golden ladder, and a suplex drop by Rose. That time, Bastein did not get around. He did not roll as he came off. He was held up in the air, dropped to the canvas in a suplex drop, but Rose also was out momentarily. Now he is back. Bastein landed on the small of his back. So that's what Rose will be working on. Into the ropes, and a knee lift to the small of the back, base of the spine. A punch there, then another one. He's given him about 3 knee drops. Now the body slam. Bastein slammed into the ropes, into the canvas, covered with a body press to a count of 1. Bastein whipped. And Buddy Rose going for the shoulder throw, caught with a kick. Bastein planted one on him, now takes him into a corner. Head to butts. Red Bastein, uppercut. Now the whip into the middle of the ropes and a right hand, a piston-like right hand. And he's got him in a sleeper. Red Bastein has the sleeper on Buddy Rose. Whipped him into the ropes as he catapulted off. He caught him going by with a side headlock sleeper. Headlock from behind, but it is a sleeper hold. Bastein has been known to use this frequently. Arm held up once, it drops. Twice it drops. Third time and it drops. It's all over. Bastein beats Rose. He put him away. We would think, you would have to speculate, that Rose could not turn down a hair match now.
The last rapper, Red Bastein.
Bastein making motions, saying, I want a hair match. Let's get the hair match now. And Rose is still out. And they're Sandy Barr's asking Bastein to bring him back, because many times the way you put a man out, you have to know how to bring him back. Now Sandy Barr has some knowledge of that. Bastein, each hold can be a little different. There are vertebrae that are put out in certain places. Let's watch Sandy Barr now. Now Rip Rogers coming in. Let's watch it. We're going to keep it right here. Rogers claiming it was a chokehold. Sandy Barr ready to try to bring him out of the sleeper. He's maybe going to have to pop that. He is trying to work it, but he did. He found out where it was and popped it. Rose comes up swinging. Rose says, what happened? Playboy Buddy Rose. The Hustler, Rip Rogers, in the ring with him. And continuing to insist that it was a chokehold. But I once heard one expert at least say, Mark Lewin, I believe it was, on that particular hold, that you couldn't possibly choke and put a man away. Well, we'll find out for a minute. We'll be talking. Red Bastein is up there with a big wig, a blonde wig, being held up by Red Bastein. Still another way of challenging. Playboy Buddy Rose, not liking it. Well, we'll be talking to the redhead in just a moment. Right now, we're going to hear from the folks at Friendly Chevrolet. Here's Country John Denton. Here's the ad to be looking for this weekend. And here's some of the buys out there at Friendly as a pumpkin. Ladies and gentlemen, Red Bastein. Ladies and gentlemen, Red Bastein.
Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much. I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate Mildred Schwab on becoming the mayor of the City of Roses. The City of Roses, I want to tell you, Mayor Schwab, and all you Portlandites, that right in the midst of all these roses, there is a pumpkin masquerading as a rose.
Better correct you right here in case Connie McCready is looking in. Connie McCready's our new mayor.
I'm sorry, Connie McCready, I beg your pardon. First of all, as I said, there's a pumpkin masquerading as a rose here, and that, of course, is none other than Playboy Buddy Rose. First of all, I'm going to tell you the real name of Playboy Buddy Rose. That is not his real name. His real name is, of course, Pumpkinhead. Henceforth, from this day on, Playboy Buddy B. Rose will be known by his real name, Pumpkinhead. He doesn't come from Las Vegas. He comes from Half Moon Bay, the pumpkin capital of the world. That's where he's from. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't too long ago I sent a young wrestler up here to wrestle under the tutelage of Don Owen. That boy, of course, is Steve Pardee, my protege. What happened? He was Rookie of the Year. He was going along great, and somehow or another he got involved in what Playboy Buddy Rose calls, or Pumpkinhead calls, a Playboy match, where he got his head shaved off. The poor kid is so embarrassed now he doesn't even want to go home so his parents can see him. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not here to fight Steve Pardee's battles. But in everybody's life, at some time or other, you need a little help. And that's what's going to happen right now. I'm going to give Steve Pardee a little bit of help that he needs. I've got Playboy Buddy Rose in a hair match on October the 30th. That's the night before Halloween, when these pumpkins are going to be in style. And I'm going to take that Playboy Buddy Rose. They call me a man of 1,001 holes. But don't worry about that 1,000 holes, Rose. You worry about that one hole, the sleeper. Because when I put that sleeper on that fat neck of yours, I'm going to squeeze it and squeeze it and squeeze it till you go down, and while you're still unconscious, we're going to have the barber jump in the ring, and we're going to shave that head off of yours. Don Owen, I've got a request from you, Don Owen. I want you to have the paramedics standing by, because after I shave his head off, not for that pumpkin head, I want the paramedics for some of the weak-hearted fans that won't be able to stand the sight of him, how ugly he is, and they're going to go into a state of shock, so have some paramedics standing by. Those of you who don't pass out and faint, I want you to bring some cameras down here, and I want you to take some pictures of that ugly head, and we're going to take the best of those pictures. Send those pictures, Steve Pardee. We're going to send them to these national magazines. I want to hurt him in a pocketbook. I want to get his face on the cover of one of these national magazines, so everybody can see what an ugly duckling he is.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen, and it's set for the 30th. Thank you very much. Red Bastein.
Thank you very much.
Well, the redhead. And there goes the pumpkin.